Hello and many thanks for joining me on this edition of The Verdict. This is a follow-up edition to our last episode where we talked about the Aiyefele and Oyo State government crisis. Remember, Oyo State government pulled down some parts of Yinka Aiyefele's music house in Ibadan. And of course, this attracted a lot of condemnation from diverse people across Nigeria and even beyond Nigeria. I must say thank you to every one of you that participated in the last episode. For those of you who are still watching it, or those of you who have not watched it, well, this is an opportunity for you to go back to that edition and get to know what we talked about in that particular episode of the program. And this edition of the program, what we shall be talking about is the fact that the government of Oyo State as well as Yinka Aiyefele have met following the public outcry and condemnation from different people, including you, your tweets, your messages, your comments here and there. Don't take it for granted. They are actually reading it. A lot of people are reading what you people are writing, you know, the way you feel about the pulling down of some parts of Yinka Aiyefele's house in Ibadan by the Oyo State government. Well, the two of them have met, the team Oyo State government and team Yinka Aiyefele met in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, actually in the office of the governor. And of course, you know, there was the Alayelua, the Alafin of Oyo, who came to mediate between the two parties. To me, this should have actually happened before now. And going forward, I think Yinka Aiyefele and the state of Oyo will do something about the current crisis. Well, on Thursday, 23rd of August 2018, the governor of Oyo State, Abiola Ajimobi, received in his office the team of Yinka Aiyefele, who came around for a mediation meeting. This meeting had in attendance the Alafin of Oyo, Obalamidi Adeyemi. There was talk about what should have happened, what happened, and what didn't happen. And at the end of the day, the two sides talked about their own. Well, what I really don't like is the fact that Oyo State government is trying to spin the fact that Aiyefele came to apologize, and the Aiyefele team to you know, some of his fans are saying that it's not possible for Aiyefele to actually go and apologize to the governor. Well, one thing I know is I don't want to go into the details of who apologized to who because I wasn't there. I'm only relying on the messages and the press statements issued by the government as well as the Aiyefele people. The government is saying that well, the governor accepted the apology of Mr. Yinka Aiyefele, and the governor is maintaining that the Oyo State building law must be obeyed, and the fact that the law has been there and Mr. Yinka Aiyefele knew about the law, that it shouldn't have contravened the law. But that is questionable considering what the governor said in the video I showed you in the last edition of the program. Like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to fan the embers of disunity, since the two sides have come together to say that we're shedding our sword and we are resting it here. A committee has been set up, and we are looking forward to a better and much more fruitful relationship between the two of them. So all I can say is that Nigerian people are watching, and the most important thing is that the freedom of press should not be trampled upon. And even as individuals, even when you are not in the press, your freedom is your freedom. Your rights are your rights, and no government should trample upon the rights of the citizens. I mean, the citizens are there for the government, and the government is there for the citizens of any given part of the nation. Well, I'll say a lot of kudos to the state government of Oyo, even though they're trying to spin that Aiyefele came to apologize to the governor, which I found very hard to believe. And Aiyefele people too are pushing back that it was actually a meeting. I think I will just leave it at the fact that it's a meeting between the two warring sides. And the two warring sides have said that, look, let us sheath our sword and let us forge a good relationship, a harmonious relationship going forward. I think this is what is expected in any given society. Well, for me, I know that the Oyo State government cannot afford this crisis. I know very much that they can't afford this crisis. Election is just around the corner. Well, I'm not trying to open another thing, but you know, it's just speaking the truth. Election is just around the corner. It's better for them to just bury this old matter. Well, the deed has been done. You've demolished and you've demolished, and you know there's nothing more that you can do other than what you have done. So it's a good thing that you quickly you know, try to resolve this, you know, matter, even though some of your media team are saying that it's Aiyefele who came to apologize, and you know, the Oyo State monarch, that's about Lamidi Adeyemi, came to intercede for him. So we want to leave it at that. And I want to thank you people, my viewers. I had to do this one very quickly because you know what we did when the news broke. And I got the reaction, you know, a lot of reaction from you people. You're wonderful people. And let's keep, you know, talking. This is the verdict. So what do you think about the latest move by the governor of Oyo State and Mr. Yinka Aiyefele? Do you think that this will bring about the lasting peace that we so very much, you know, seek between these two sides? And if you think otherwise, just let us know what you think that the government should do, or government should have done, or what Mr. Yinka Aiyefele should do, or what it should have done. Now, going forward, I think that the government has done the right thing. Mr. Yinka Aiyefele also, by going to see the governor with the Alaafin for Oyo for mediation, I think it's a very good move, and the two of them should just come together and form a harmonious, you know, working relationship. I mean, government needs the people also need government. So that's the way it is. So let us know. But please don't forget that on this show, you just need to do something for me, and that is clicking that subscription button and subscribe to this channel, because we have a whole lot more coming your way on IN24. I really want to thank you very sincerely for keeping faith with us, and I'm sure that we're going to celebrate together as we go along on this program. Remember, we are here because of you, the people of Nigeria and Africa in general. We're not here to do the bidding of anybody other than you, the viewers, the Nigerian people. So until we meet again on another edition of The Verdict, please don't go away without you subscribing. You know, hit that button, subscribe right now, and then we see on the other side of the show. Thank you, and thank you. Bye for now.